Hello and welcome to your Virtual Communications online course for winter 2024. I want to take this opportunity to welcome you to the course, take a few minutes with you to look at the content that is available and the organization of the course before we get going. This week is week 1. It's your introduction to the course. There is no graded assignment associated with this week, so it's just a chance for you to peruse the content and do a little introductory discussion board, which I will get into in a few minutes. However, congratulations on finding the screencast. And now we're just going to jump into course information. I want to show you some of the documents and content that is available here. Of course, the first will be our weekly schedule. You can find that document here. As it says, you might want to print a copy. We have a couple of different versions of assignments in this course. The first is discussion board posts. They will be due every Wednesday by noon. The weeks that we have them, there are 3 of those weeks, and then you will respond to a peer by Friday at noon. The instructions for this will be with each assignment very clearly marked. This course runs from noon Friday to noon Friday, so every Friday around noon you will get a new message from me detailing the upcoming assignment for the week, guiding you to the next screencast and the next folder that you need to explore. That is indicated there. You can contact me through email right there by clicking on that link. You are also welcome to use the messages tab in Blackboard. I check both very often throughout the day and even on weekends. You should hear back from me within 24 hours, and if you don't, please contact me again in case you used your personal email and it went to junk or just something went wrong and I didn't get it. But do be aware that I will respond to you quickly throughout the semester. I believe that communication needs to be timely, and I make an effort to do that. So your weekly schedule is this document. I have it a little bit bigger here, so let's walk through that together. As you see, your orientation is this week. As well, we are going to be discussing the web creation assignment, which is the large assignment for the term. Takes place over the first 10 weeks of the course. It begins this week with you doing some brainstorming. In the upcoming weeks, you'll see that we have discussions. You begin with a couple of exercises that include a quiz. So slowly we build. Most of the assignments for this course are 5%, as they are building blocks leading to that big website creation that you will be doing. In week 4, we begin another section of the course where you build content to prepare yourself for the term test that happens in week 8. As well, you begin the steps of your website, creating your page, and then we discuss your audience, layout and images, that type of thing. During reading week, you do not have a specific assignment. I do encourage you to take some time then to continue the work on your website. When we get back in week 8, your term test is at that time. 10% is based on the readings for the course, and 10% is a written assignment that I give you to be completed that week. Week 9, you get a break. You get a work week to complete your website as the final version is due on March 22nd. Followed by a peer critique of your site and then your own self-analysis of the site. We wrap up the term with a final discussion. Be careful of the due dates. Mostly things are due, the discussions obviously are due by noon on Wednesday. The rest of your work will be due by noon on Friday. I have noon as the due date, 12 noon, not midnight. 12 noon because I am awake then, and if you're having any issues, I can respond to you. I don't think midnight is a great time to have things due. For that reason. So be aware of that. Put that into your brain and into your schedule. I will be repeating it often throughout the first opening weeks. Saying that you don't know the difference between noon and midnight is not an excuse for lateness. So figure it out now. All right. What else do we have? We have the course syllabus, another worthwhile document. This one is in 2 pieces. I'm just going to open the first one, which is the syllabus itself. And it is your official document regarding the course content. As you see, there's my email address again. That phone number, honestly, I don't even have a phone in my office anymore. It gets instantly turned into a recorded message that comes to my email. So I end up listening to it through email, whether or not you wrote it to me. So yeah, anyway, go ahead and call if you want. I will still get the message. Email's a more efficient way because then I can look back at what you said and respond efficiently. If we are ever to meet in person, I am in B building on Barrie campus in office 228C. I will be taking office appointments this semester. I do not have standard office hours as I am teaching both online and in person. I don't find that many of you want to meet in person. We can often do very efficient WebEx meetings instead, and a lot of you aren't even on Barrie campus. So for that reason, we can arrange a meeting as needed. This is just some details about the concept of the course, the learning goals, the 6 learning outcomes for the course that you must achieve throughout the semester by completing your assignments, tests, quizzes, that type of thing. As I said, we will be using the discussion board, we will have quizzes and tests, and you will have assignments and projects. Here is the breakdown for the grading scheme. All right. You do not have a textbook that you need to purchase. The only recommended content that I don't provide specifically is your APA manual. However, our brilliant library has its own free version that I will refer to as needed throughout the term. So no, you don't need to buy anything for this course. Hooray, save some money. Expectations for success. Be prepared, do things on time, do your readings, keep up with the work. Log into Blackboard at least twice a week to confirm that you are active in the course. Check your student email. It is the only way I have of getting in touch with you. Do not use your personal email to contact me. It will go in my junk folder. Use your student email. I will be replying through it and creating messages through it, so be aware of that. If you choose to work with a partner, as is a possibility on some of the assignments, do your share. You are never required to work with a partner in this course. I don't believe in forcing you to rely on others to earn your grades. So that is a fact for this course. Late assignments will be given an automatic 0 if you have an exception, such as bereavement or documented medical illness. Share that information with me as soon as possible, preferably before the due date. We can discuss that as those issues become apparent throughout the semester. Hopefully none of that happens for you. As an online course, you are expected to set aside a minimum of 3 to 6 hours each week for this course to succeed. This isn't something you're going to be able to do in 20 minutes on the Friday morning before stuff is due. If that's your plan, get out of this course now because it will not work well for you. If you have not taken Communication Essentials or you skipped the orientation at the library, I do expect you to have the ability to research things using the library databases, using good research techniques. We will deal a bit more with that in the first couple of weeks of the semester. But if you have not, for some reason, initiated your library access, please do so now using that information. Throughout the semester, if I find that you are struggling with understanding content, composing at a college level, just producing good work, I will refer you as needed to the Writing and Language Centers. I do expect you to attend when I refer you. I see this as a preventative measure, helping you to not face plagiarism issues or fabrication, that type of problem that can end up in academic misconduct. So if I refer you to them, take it seriously and know that they are expecting to see you because I will usually forward your name to them to contact you themselves. Academic integrity as expected. As I said, plagiarism is not tolerated. This course, AI, of course, is a factor, and at times I know you will be using AI, probably with my blessing, to research content, but do not expect the AI to produce your work for this course. If that is your intent, get out now, because I am very good at detecting when AI has written something, especially in the composition of a website. So be aware, I expect you to do the work as outlined in the instructions. I have the right to use Turnitin. If you do tend to copy things off the internet without giving credit, it will be one of the methods that I will use to establish that. However, I hope and pray that you will be an upstanding, moral, honest student who produces their own work in the quest for achieving all the learning outcomes of this course and becoming a good student and learner. All right, syllabus addendum. Kind of irrelevant to our purposes because this is about emergency evacuations and lockdowns. And if you're on Barrie campus on January 30th, you will experience fire and lockdown drills. When campus closures happen, none of this actually relates to us at all. But if you haven't seen this document, it is a helpful one for those of you who are on campus. All right, as I said, if I refer you to the language and writing centers, I will be sharing that information with you. But if you want to go on your own, you are more than welcome to do that. You have paid for these services, and I hope you utilize them as needed. There are the links to them. APA format. We will deal with this throughout the semester. I have given you a link to Georgian's library guide there as well. Just a second, I think I kicked myself out. There we go. I don't love that thing. It's okay. It's fairly well organized. I'm sure you've had experience with it by now, but if you find it a little clunky, which I do, here's a much simpler guide, 10-page, well-indexed content that I stole from somebody else. Actually, I did not steal it. I'm giving credit to it right there from Dalhousie. Anyway, that's an option. And here are some APA workshops. If you struggle with what is APA, how to do formatting for certain documents, how to reference properly, there are the wonderful videos produced by the Writing Center to assist you. Another folder here, important academic dates. There's access. As you know, the last day to withdraw from winter term courses is Friday, January 19th. So if you're not happy with what you're seeing, that is the date to get out of here without financial or academic penalty. If you do intend to stay with the course, which I hope you do, you will want to keep an outline copy. This is the official Georgian course outline. This, if you ever leave the hallowed halls of Georgian, or if an employer wants the details of what courses you took, these are the documents that they're after. Okay, so keep a copy of each of these. Everyone has to provide them for you in the Blackboard shell. I am retiring this June, and so when you try to email me next September asking for a copy of this, you actually won't be able to get a hold of me, and that will be a problem. So I strongly recommend that you download a copy of your official Georgian course outlines. Last piece of this section, faculty information. Here's how to get a hold of me, a little bit about me. Actually, it's not how to get a hold of me, it's just about me. I've already given you my email address twice. All right, so that is the content under course information. Next, I'm going to run out of time here because I have a 15-minute time limit. I will just show you one other thing. Under assignments, you see that the entire course is available. Each week has a screencast and followed by the relevant folder. This is completed for the entire course. As you see, as we go on, there are not screencasts. I will be producing these. They're not completely up to date because some of them were created for the previous version of Blackboard. So if you're really nosy and scrolling around, the first few weeks will be right, but give me time to get caught up. I have not produced all the screencasts just yet. I will be doing that in the opening weeks of the course. What I do want you to do when this one finishes is go into the week 1 screencast. Okay, so under assignments, open it up, week 1 screencast, and there you will also find the week 1 folder where you will see our web creation assignment that I'm going to discuss with you during that screencast. So I hope this was helpful, and I look forward to you listening to the next screencast as we continue with building your knowledge of the course. Thank you.